Hey, what's up, Buck Nation? Buck, you here. Had to take a quick break from the video games and everything because, I want to talk about something. Let me adjust the camera real quick. Let y'all get the flag in the background. All right, there we go. You just shift over a little bit. Okay, that's good. So, hey guys, how you doing? It's Buck, you here. Here with another video. New to the channel, like and subscribe. That helps me, helps the channel grow. As you guys already know, my milestone is 550 subscribers, and I will be doing a jersey giveaway. And let's get to it. I was laying in bed, and I wasn't asleep. I was just on the phone, and I searched up, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Julio Jones, and I see that, Julio Jones might be interested, or he's linked to the Buccaneers. There's only two big name free agents left in that position of wide receiver is OBJ and Julio. Now, Julio has been linked to Tampa Bay before. A couple months ago, he was linked to him, and it was just speculation. But Julio Jones has not only the Buccaneers, but he has a number of teams who want his services, such as the Colts, the Packers, the Bucs, the Bills, the Patriots, Cowboys, Ravens, Chiefs, and Falcons. Now, looking at that list, there's some teams you can already eliminate. The Falcons, why would he go back to Atlanta for it? He didn't get nothing out of that. The Colts, he was back with Matt Ryan, but what has he got with Matt Ryan when he was with Matt Ryan? So, no. Aaron Rodgers, oh my God, I will feel bad. Do you imagine the finger pointing that Aaron Rodgers is going to give to Julio when they're not winning games? So that's going to be bad. Buffalo Bills, I give a shot. Josh Allen is an up-and-coming quarterback. He always goes deep in the playoffs. Josh Allen is always there, and maybe Julio can be that extra person, the extra spark that can get him over the hump. New England, I don't see it. I mean, they're kind of in this rebuild mode. Matt Jones made the Pro Bowl, but right now, who cares? Cowboys is very interesting because the Cowboys seem to be linked to everybody when it comes to free agency. They seem to be linked to everybody. They might even say they linked to Deion Sanders, But then the Cowboys always find an excuse of why they never win, They always got an excuse brewing why they don't win, They have a good season, in the playoff they just flounder. Baltimore can be decent, but I just, they lost Hollywood, but but they're a run-heavy team, though. I don't know if Julio want to be in a place where he wants to just run all day. Kansas City, he got Pat Mahomes, which is a good option, but he's not number one no more, and that's Julio. And Juju's not number one either. So I would say in Buccaneers, he got the GOAT throwing to him. So it's simple. But last year, Julio didn't have his best season. He had played 10 games, 31 catches, 434 yards, and a touchdown. Wasn't his best season, but now that with Chris Godwin is still recovering from that ACL tear, we got Russell Gage, who might have to be a starter. And I would rather have Julio Jones than Russell Gage. No disrespect to Russell. I'm happy he's a Buccaneer. We need receivers. But I would rather have Julio Jones just off name alone and his resume. But Julio has been injury prone. But can you imagine? You got Mike Evans 6'5", Julio Jones 6'3". Those just big yards out the day, especially in the end zone where they can get. And people don't understand how of a beast Julio Jones was in his prime. And I say his prime, his absolute one season he was at his top prime. You cannot touch this man. He was on top of his game was in 2015. And his 2015 stats was 136 catches, 1,871 yards, 8 touchdowns. I compare those to 5 other receivers. You got Julio, AB, Larry Fitzgerald, OBJ, D-Hop, and of course the greatest receiver of all time, Mike Evans. And you can just tell Julio was on it that season in 2015. And that's just people that don't know how good Julio is, because he's a quiet, he's not this alpha personality, but his play is an alpha. And he, for a short period of time, was the best receiver in football. Or you could flip between either him, AB, you could throw Calvin when he was playing. You know, Larry Fitzgerald just been consistent, but he's never been considered the best receiver in football. But right now it's Mike Evans. I mean, who we kidding now? You know, Mike Evans took the mantle, and for the next 25 years, Mike Evans will be the best receiver in football. That being said, you know, Julio Jones, he doesn't have a ring, obviously. And he has what I call the Chris Paul effect, where, you know, you've been playing for a while, but you don't have the ring yet. So you plan to get a ring so that way you can, when you become a Hall of Famer, you're not one of those Hall of Famers that don't have a ring. Chris Paul's going to be a Hall of Famer, but he don't have a ring yet. Karl Malone, John Stoddard, they don't have a ring. Charles Barkley don't have a ring. And I feel like not having a ring or not having a championship dents your resume just a little bit. It makes people look back on you. Can you imagine if LeBron James was retired today and he did not have a ring? He lost every finals he's been in. His stock would drop way down because people look at postseason also, and sometimes postseason overshadows your regular season accomplishments. Now Julio Jones coming to Tampa Bay is gonna be a big deal. I mean, can you imagine? Like I said, you know, Mike Evans and Julio Jones, but just off the field, Mike Evans becoming a mentor to Julio Jones. Mike Evans, you know, putting his arm around Julio Jones and talking to him like, come here, man, I'm talking to you for a minute, man. You know, teaching him routes. He's teaching him go routes, how to catch the ball, how to stop on a dime. You know, just Mike Evans and Mike Evans giving his wisdom to Julio Jones. And that will benefit. All right, let me stop playing. No, it would be good. Julio can mentor Mike Evans. I'm kidding. But like I said, I would love to have Julio. I just hope that it doesn't derail the careers of some of my other receivers that we have out of some of my young receivers. And I just hope there's a balance. But I also hope Chris Godwin comes back, because he is still a Pro Bowl receiver. And even, you know, injuries still put up big numbers. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll evaluate. And if he's on the roster, welcome aboard, Julio. If not, then, you know, I hope you go get your ring somewhere. But it won't be next year, because you know, 19, you're not getting a ring. It's just simple as that. NFC is done for, and AFC is basically they're gonna just knock each other out the way and beat up on each other, and then we're gonna get what's left over of them. But again, hey guys, this is the end of the video. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later.